exchange, and then we'll go out on the job. He said, I'll be there at 8:37, connecting the wires through, meet me there. Now, he could have been winding me up, I don't know, but I was so impressed, I tell you, so impressed.
You guys out of the Braintree sites?
Just landing at the first one.
I got one out here. It's about 400 light years from the bubble. It's white and snowy.
I'm just kind of flying in circles around the planet right now.
Follow my wing beacon. I'm just about getting ready to land.
I'm coming on your wing
20
beacon
kilometers from the site.
Cool.
I just about ran into you dropping down to the surface.
Frameshift drive charging.
Gather raw materials here, minerals.
I definitely need some of those, so that's good. I don't see your wing beacon though. I see Stevax.
Yeah. I've lost them.
My beacon should be on.
Frameshift drive charging.
Oh, it's
I saw
dark
it
here.
before, but I don't see it anymore.
Oh, it turned off again? That stupid bug.
And for some reason, you've been leaving the wing ever since you joined.
That's crazy. 125, 3 kilometers. So just back this way just a little bit.
I'm coming in on Digital's wing beacon. I hope you're somewhere near.
I'm within 5 kilometers.
Maybe I need to interglide to see your wing beacons, because I just lost Stevax as soon as he jumped at FSD. I lost him.
Gather raw
Yeah,
materials
you
here,
have to give it a second
minerals.
update once leaving and entering.
I definitely need some of those, so that's good. I don't see your wing beacon though. I see Stevax.
This says I'm going the right direction
Yeah.
and I'm getting further away,
I've
so
lost
I'm going to have to
them.
manually navigate the last few inches.
It says Rekt92383 light years from me.
Oh, it's dark here. It's possible.
Don't see it anymore.
2, 1.
I got you two guys flying around in
Oh, it
circles
turned off
now in
again?
front of me.
That stupid bug.
What is
I'm on the heading.
Sorry, searching, I meant. Searching.
I'm on the That's heading, crazy. and it says 4 kilometers straight ahead. Let's see if it goes up or down. No, it's going down. 3 kilometers, so just...
Hull integrity compromised.
There it is.
Where is it?
Back this straight in front of me, you'll see like a different colored
Coming in on
circle on your radar. That's a planetary point of interest. This one happens to be the Braintrees.
Yeah, I'm not seeing anything on the radar yet.
Once you get below like 2 kilometers, they disappear.
Frameshift
So all
drive
these weird-looking
charging.
trees on the surface are them?
Yeah, and there's a weird sound. You'll be hearing some strange sounds.
4, 3, 2.
Yeah, we're right here, Steve. You probably see the circle
Yeah, I
on
can
your
see the
radar.
circle. Yeah, I can see it.
It's just really, really tiny. The other types are much bigger. The circles, they're really big compared to these.
But I guess I'll aim in.
Frameshift drive charging.
Oh, I hear them now.
Ready to engage.
I can see them now, yeah.
3, 2, 1. Engage.
So everybody needs to go to solo once we, deploy your SRV, or go to solo first and deploy your SRV. A lot of people have different systems for doing these fields because the things don't show up real far away, but they will show up on your SRV scanner as a signal at a different height. A lot of times when I do it, I go around the outside edge and work my way in, and then just go back and forth through it. It takes about 20-25 minutes to clean everything out of the field. And there, yeah. We are on the planet. We're getting ready to break the wings so that we can wing you in.
I still don't see you guys. I don't know why it's not showing me the blue beacons for you guys at all.
My wing beacon's on, and just double checked it.
So can you not shoot all of them?
Not every tree will have a thing on it. The things that you need to shoot will show up as the little light colored rectangles that you can target, and they'll also show up in your contacts tab, and they have 5 different names. They're just really weird names, but you just shoot them, and the thing will fall off the tree, and once it falls off the tree, you scoop it up, and it'll tell you you've got some material from grade 1 to grade 4 or 5, whatever the highest is for.
Okay, I see a wing signal 155 meters away.
Yeah, and you're not in the wing anymore. It's crazy.
Mind you, the trees only produce what's on the planet, so.
Right, and it's different at every planet. All right, Rekt, I sent you a invite. If you would turn on your wing signal, maybe Dodgen will be able to see yours. I don't know what the deal is, why he can't see our wing signal.
It's weird.
I'll turn my wing signal off and I'll turn it on again, see if you can see it then, Dodgen.
Oh, because the wing signal might be like Windows?
I had yours before you went into the planet, and then I lost you. As soon as
They're not supposed to disappear. They're supposed to persist across being in different states. That's crazy.
And they're not
I don't get it.
Solo where I have 2 wing signals.
Yeah, you shouldn't. Nikki's left the wing and gone into solo, and she can still see our wing signals. It's
One
Oh,
signal,
dear.
1.3 mm away.
all right. So
What about now, Dodgen? I can see your wing signal. Can you see mine?
Turn it back around to face the planet. I had to get some distance. No, nothing. I am literally like,
Frame shift drive charging.
I'm very close, and I don't see any signals on the planet
you
at all.
see our wing signals in your contacts tab on your nav panel.
Oh, yeah, good call.
Ready to engage. 4, 3, 2.
Yeah, it's there in the context.
Then lock onto it there in the contacts tab. And then your little
Hey, there you are.
your little mini radar should guide you to us.
Yep, I found you. 500 kilometers up.
Yeah.
We're landed
don't
by the
forget-
trees.
Yeah, and don't forget that the wing signal is the one thing in the game that does not tell you that there's an object between you and it.
Yeah, I remember you told me that.
That's the stupidest damn thing, but it happens.
Now I see
Wanna
a wing
ask me?
signals 270 kilometers away that's flying towards me.
All right, Steve X, swap into solo, and if you have any questions, just be sitting.
Will do.
Oh man, I entered glide really far away. That was stupid.
Then angle up and stay in the stay below the part that'll pop you out of glide.
Yep.
Who are you locked onto, Dodgen? Are you locked onto me or to amend it?
I
now?
locked on to amend it.
Okay, I'll drop out then.
Stay at like 5% or 6%, and that'll keep you in glide as long as you can stay. That's so funny. Steve, you were parked right in front of me, and just boom, you're gone.
Cloaking shield. I'm a Klingon.
Yeah. Same thing with Nikki. She was parked right out in front of me where I could see her gone.
I went on one of those expeditions, you know, like not small worlds, but a more local one, and we were supposed to meet on a planet at a certain time. Of course, you know, you all land there at different times, and then at the say 8 p.m.
Yeah.
or 8 o'clock, we all logged in again, and we sat there. So I sort of appeared, and then all these ships started to appear all around me. It was really strange.
Sometimes you can get some really great screenshots because you'll have ships inside of ships when that happens.
Yeah.
I did Small Worlds 2 and Small Worlds 3, and I'm planning on doing Distant Worlds 2 at the end of the year, depending on, you know, how it goes off. It's planned for after the expansion, but we'll see.
Yeah, I'm the same thing. I've got a second account that I use for exploring, but at the moment it's sort of parked up in the bubble somewhere. But I've registered for the Distant Worlds too. I quite fancy that.
I have a second account for that. That's what, you know, I'll bring out here tomorrow and do some gathering. If anybody wants to do this in a second account, or anybody that's not doing it today, I'll be out here gathering raws for that second account tomorrow.
There's a lot of Brain Tree Worlds.
Oh yeah, the spreadsheet that they're on is huge. I just like this system because there's 7 right here. And yeah, you get common materials between the 2 that are on this planet and the 5 that are on the other planet, but there are some differences. I see some moving wing signals.
I like this planet right here because I can see every damn thing.
Oh yeah, it's nice when they're nice and flat and they're in the light. I like those ones.
Did you see the picture that I posted?
Yeah, we got lucky because I have these 7 sites marked, and I've been to all of them, and half of them are really smooth and flat and nice, and about half the remainder are a little bit rough, and the last 2 are just absolutely almost undoable. They're so steep and so rough, and we got lucky. The first one we landed at was a nice smooth one.
Well, these 2 are only one exploration jump away from each other. That's why I was like, eh. And they're really close to the bubble.
When you hit the good ones, why don't you bookmark them as good?
That's what I'm doing. I'm putting it in my waypoint manager now that I have that while I'm here.
Same here. I have a bookmark on these.
So what I'd like to know is, how come that one looks so much different than it does for me?
What's that?
That screenshot doesn't.
He's on a different planet. He's not where we are.
I'm 270 light years from you guys.
Yeah, he's on some snowy planet somewhere.
That would do it. I misunderstood.
No, I looked up. I got on Canon's website, and they have a map, a galaxy map, and I went on there and looked and see what they had.
Is it? Did you see the spreadsheet?
Yeah, they just sent me to the spreadsheet too, and that's why.
The spreadsheet's incredible.
That's where I was. Yeah, but that's where I was coordinating what's closest with what I can make, like one jump and go to the next one, and I don't have to do thousands of. Yeah, so.
Alrighty.
Everybody has their different things. That one system has a bunch of them, so I can understand that one.
I mean, if we were looking for something specific instead of just coming out here to do this, we could go down the list, find one that has that material, and go to that one.
I'm just doing general gathering, and these were close.
I love the sound these things make. It's so weird. How you doing, dodging?
I'm 20k out from you, but I failed glide.
Yeah.
This is a big site.
This is.
How freaking far out are those planets?
What's that?
How far out are the stinking planets?
How far out are what stinking planets?
Planets where your brain trees are.
2,500.
Yeah, not too terrible.
I saw you said 23,000 out. I was like, holy sh.
Oh yeah, this is a neat system.
Oh, there is an added bonus to this system beside the brain trees. There's a water world binary right with it. I was like, cool, extra $250,000.
Orbital flight engaged.
Yeah, this site with it being big and flat and all spread out, you can get to everything and you don't have to chase the targets once you shoot them and they fall off the trees. It maybe 20-25 minutes to thoroughly go over the whole field and make sure you've gotten every one of the things. No, we cannot hear you.
The one major downside to this one is the high gravity size, so you have to be careful about landing.
Oh, you're on one of the high gravity ones?
Yeah. And that means you slide forever when you get down a hill, too.
That's true. Land over by me, and you can log into solo.
Frameshift drive charging.
If you land in the middle of the field, your SRV will not. When you're close to your ship, your SRV stores your turret, and you won't be able to shoot, and it's a pain in the ass. So I always try and land beyond the edge. You fly forward about 40-50 meters, you'll have a perfect landing spot, dodging.
Cool.
Orbital flight engaged.
Anywhere in there, I'm sure it'll let you land. In the DBX, I've actually landed right in the middle of the field before, but when you have a target right near your ship, you have to get way far away from your target to shoot it because your turret stows when you get within a certain distance of your ship. So I've taken to just parking outside the edge. All right, once you land, relog into solo.
Oh, was I supposed to do that before I got in the Scarab or not?
No, you can relog in your Scarab.
And I actually need to relog, not just leave wing.
Right. Yeah, log into
Okay.
solo mode because you can only gather from each of these fields once per week. And if you're in a wing, if I had already gathered this field this week and you landed here, you wouldn't be able to gather this field for a week.
Yeah, I found that out the hard way.
Yeah, I did too. So it's just something you need to know.
Cool. Well, I'm relogging solo, and I'm gonna go smoke, and I'll be right back, guys.
All right.
Engage.
And Rekt is cruising.
I see your stream, Rekt. Yeah, it's still showing half the screen.
Like, man, I'm.
You're on the other side of the planet. The planet radius is 597 kilometers. Oh yeah. We have a smaller one that we land on in Khaleesi. I think that one at Khaleesi 1 is smaller than that. Yeah, Khaleesi 1 is 381 kilometers. Oh,
I think we need to
there's
get
one.
these guys up to the high-speed moon.
Yeah, there's one in Daigwandri that we land on to do the volcanism that's 190 kilometers diameter. I mean, it's like landing on a speck of dust.
We got enough new people. I bet you none of them have been out to that high-speed moon to try to land on the damn thing. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Oh, is that New Hope? Yeah, that's quite hard to land on, isn't it? Yeah, I think we did. Yeah, yeah. When you land, you see the planet come up and go down right in front of you, can't you? Really quickly.
Orbital flight engaged.
Yeah, I think we did go there. Is it New Africa? It's called, isn't it? New Africa, something like that.
That's the kind of exploration that's fun, going and looking at weird stuff and taking screenshots. You know, all the comments about the new exploration and the new discovery scanner. I'm hoping that there's one good thing that comes of it. When you do 100% scan of a planet, it says it will show you the POIs. I'm hoping that means volcanism POIs also. Then we can just scan those planets, get them covered with probes, and we got 5 more volcanism planets in our own system to add to the list, places to go gather materials.
Landing gear deployed.
I see your wing signal moving. That means you're really close to me. Oh yeah. Yeah. No, it's kind of dark. I crashed onto the landing pad myself.
Handbrake is on.
Well, first you need to switch into solo so that we're no longer in a wing and you're in your own instance. And then, not every tree will have something on it that you can shoot. Those things will show up with the little rectangle, just like any material that you would pick up on your radar when you're close enough. When you're not close enough, they'll show up on your SRV's wave scanner at a different height than the background, or as a signal, whereas the background has no signal. And you just drive till you find the white. For me, they're white. I'm guessing they're white for everybody. You find the little rectangle, target it. If it's on the back side of the tree, you got to drive around the other side of the tree to shoot it. Falls off the tree, you scoop it up. And there should be at least 4, if not 5 different types that you'll see. And each one will drop a different grade of material. There's one for grade 1, one for grade 2, one for grade 3, and one for grade 4. don't think there is a grade 5 raw material.
Yes, there is.
Okay.
Technically, it doesn't show it in the material trader, but antimony is the only, I think, the only grade 5 in the game.
All right. Well, then there should be either 4 or 5 different kinds of things hanging on different trees. You shoot them and you'll pick up a variety of materials.
Oh wait, no, the one you use for jumponium is also grade 5.
Polonium.
Polonium, I think it is. Yeah, the one you use for jumps.
Yeah, polonium. That's the premium jumponium.
Would ruthenium and zirconium be kind of up in there too?
The red force. It's funny, you'll see in the material trader they say grade 4, but if you look in your left hand panel when you actually locked onto it, it'll tell you 1 through 5.
Yeah, because it'll have 5 leaves on it.
The only one that's known to be wrong is zirconium. Zirconium is actually a grade 2 that is mislabeled over there for some reason. Good stuff. Wait, you get a tellurium and freaking bug killer.
Yeah, I'm getting a lot of tellurium.
Yeah.
One planning on when I was getting antimony, this one I'm getting ruthenium. I'm like, yay! I could go out to bug killer for this.
Yep. And you never even need to leave Khaleesi to get selenium. You land on 8A in any of those millions of POIs that overlap all over the entire planet. Shoot almost any kind of rock that shows up, and selenium. You find a lot of selenium there. All right, everybody happily gathering. I'm going to take a break. My wife just got home. I'll be right back.
It's raw gatherings.
This and volcanism sites are fantastic. Happy turned me on to those.
If you guys are done, if you guys want to go to Europa, I'm going over there soon.
Where?
Europa. You have to have Fed rank 1 for it. I mean, to get the soul. It's in our solar system and it's volcanism. Europa. The moon, I think it was a moon of Jupiter. It has volcanism on it. And it's in our solar system. I want to see how the game models it.
All right, guys, I'm out of here till later.
Have fun, local.
Yeah, bye.
I mean, you guys finish your brain tree. Don't do stuff in a minute first, by all means. I ain't done that till later anyway. I'm probably not the best person to teach you how to do that stuff. That would be Winnie or Happy. Happy doesn't have a computer right now. When I kill Cyclopses, I just face tank and murder them. That's all I do. Son of a bitch. I hit board ship and it dismissed my ship.
And why is that? Indeed. I just got back. Which ones can I shoot? The ones that are targetable, yes?
Yes. Have you been at the bug killer yet, either, Dodge?
I'm going to go with no.
Oh yeah, I have to take you out to the Thargoid site after you're done with this, don't I?
I got the meta alloy.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Yep. I mean, I saw one that killed me.
Oh yeah, he dropped into a USS. Threat 5, and it had scouts in it with the Cyclops.
And they killed the shit out of me.
I told him to run away as soon as he said us. She said, "There's a bunch of tiny ones." I was like, "Get the hell out now!"
It was too late at that point. I tried, but I could not escape. Every time my FSD got close to being charged, it got, I don't know what they did, but it stopped working, along with pretty much my entire ship.
I mean, my first initial thing was sometimes you can drop in USS, threat 5, 6, 7 USS, and sometimes there'd be metal sitting there. Because Darnell's Hope was locked down, so I started jumping in those and killed a couple Cyclopses and couldn't find shit. So
I need to find iron for sure. That's one of the things I need, and I need the chemical thingies. I'm sure eventually I'll go to places to do that.
iron, you can go any metal rich or metal high metal content planet and get iron. You can fill up an iron in an hour. I wish I could get rid of that crap.
7, maybe more than that, but just enough to max out the thingy. Hey, phosphorus, I need that. Come here, phosphorus. Well, there's a lot of stuff here to take.
I like what color it is. I get 3 top grade mats out of it. Good or rare, you'll get more. You just have to do some hill climbing. Better you than me. I hate that place.
Well, I'm just busy collecting at the moment. No, I've been at them before, but this field's much bigger than the one I went to last time.
I can drag him out there too. Bug killer, I was just there. Let me plot a course. Give me a second. 509 light years. Oh wait, you guys are 200 light years away from me. 700 light years. What do you mean over 300? You're 276 light years away from me, and you're facing the exact opposite way of HIP 16613 from me. So you're about 700 light years away from it.
Handbrake is on.
Oh, I'm only 250 light years from Destia. Happy's not in the channel. So basically, he saw everything.
Couldn't a lot of these things be harvested for mining?
Almost everything here can be harvested from mining.
Would that not be more efficient than this?
No, planet scraping is the most efficient.
Hmm.
But right now you're trying to build a base, so this is about the most efficient way you can build a base. And by base, I mean you have 0, so this will give you a stockpile, a little bit of everything. You know what I mean?
I do believe I get what you're going at.
Alright, be right back.
Handbrake is on.
That's it, I've plundered that site.
These things aren't engineering materials, though, right? So they actually take up cargo space.
Handbrake is on.
Oh, convenient then.
Handbrake is on.
I may have cleared this place out already. I definitely need to set a lot more commands.
How do we find the other sites now?
Handbrake is on. Handbrake is on.
Yep, same here.
Huh, one tree had two things on it. That's kind of neat.
Mendit Man's just posted the location of the next one, so we can fly there.
Welcome to Edison.
Oh god, this SRV can make you really want to vomit.
Turn right heading 319. Distance to target 126 kilometers. Turn right heading 319. Distance to target 126 kilometers. Turn right heading 319. Distance to target 126 kilometers. Turn right heading 319. Distance to target 126 kilometers. Distance to target 125 kilometers. Turn right heading 319. Distance to target 125 kilometers. Turn right heading 319. Distance to target 125 kilometers. Distance to target 125 kilometers. Turn right heading 319. Distance to target 125 kilometers. Distance to target 125 kilometers. Turn left heading 319. Distance to target 125 kilometers.
Yeah, I'm just navigating to that next location at the minute.
Turn left heading 319. Distance to target 125 kilometers. Turn right heading 319. Distance to target 126 kilometers.
Oh, you're good, man. Honestly, after this one, I'm probably going to go start Googling and figuring out where to get the specific things
Turn
I
right
need
heading
to
319.
push engineering forward.
Distance to target 125 kilometers. Turn right heading 319.
Push what forward?
Distance to
Engineering.
target 125 kilometers.
Oh. You know, you really don't need to Google that. You just ask us. Pretty much tell you.
Distance to target
Most of us-
125
You remember how well that
kilometers.
worked for me last night, though, right?
That was because Darnell's progress was locked down. Normally, that's not a problem.
Distance to target 125
You hit an unusual circumstance.
kilometers.
I have all engineers unlocked. Local, when he was here, Amanda has them unlocked.
Distance
We've
to
all
target
done it.
125 kilometers.
Sent you a wing invite, Rekt, if you're around.
Distance to target 125 kilometers.
Are you down on the
Distance
planet?
to target 126
Landing
kilometers.
gear retracted.
Distance to target 125 kilometers. Distance to target 122 kilometers. Distance to target 119 kilometers. Distance to target 116 kilometers. Distance to target 113 kilometers. Distance to target 110 kilometers.
All right, I'm back.
Distance to target 106 kilometers. Distance to target 103 kilometers.
Okay.
Distance to target 100 kilometers. Distance to target 97 kilometers. Distance to target 94 kilometers. Distance to target 91 kilometers. Distance to target 88
Pretty straightforward. Anybody have any trouble getting stuff?
No, I think I took everything from that site.
Distance to target
Pretty
85
pretty
kilometers.
amazing you can get that much raw materials that
Yeah.
quick, huh?
There's a lot of stuff there.
Yeah. And the next site is on the same
Distance to
planet,
target
so it'll be
82
the same
kilometers.
materials, just another site that you can mine once a week. And there's
Distance to target
there
79
is a
kilometers.
Canon has a spreadsheet that lists all the ones that are known that have been shared, and it's hundreds
Distance
and hundreds.
to target 76 kilometers.
And you know, you can look at that planet and see, yeah, there you go, and see what resources that
target
planet
73
has,
kilometers.
and that's what will come out of those brain trees. So if you're looking for something specific, you don't have to go shoot rocks. You can go to brain trees and get it, most likely.
Turn
that's
right
good.
heading 320.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Distance to target 70 kilometers.
That's the second map link is the link to the galaxy map that you can actually
Turn right
look.
heading
It
320.
shows you with the planets
Distance to
highlighted
target
away from
67
Sol.
kilometers.
So you can search and see what you want. I mean, the system, sorry, not the planets.
Turn
And you
right
can
heading 320.
Cross, if you want
Distance
to, like I
target
am, you can
64
cross
kilometers.
between that 3D map and the spreadsheet and see what's what.
Turn right heading 321. Distance to target
See how far you want to
61
travel,
kilometers.
stuff like that.
Because aren't the ruins? The ruins are out this way, aren't they? The Guardian ruins
Distance to target
in
50
this
kilometers.
sort of area.
Yeah, usually they are. I mean, if you get close on this map and you see all the pink is all the brain trees, and this
Distance to
freaking
target
brain tree
55
starts at the core of the
kilometers.
galaxy.
Yeah. And brain trees are one type of place to do this.
Distance to target 51
Volcanism
kilometers.
sites are another type of place to do this. And then there are other organic structures that do similar things to this,
Distance
but
to
they
target
look
48
different.
kilometers.
So I was telling them earlier, if you guys want to, after you're done with the out there, if you want to go to Europa and Sol system, just, you know, to look at it, it's an art solar system.
Distance
Why
to
not?
target 44
And it
kilometers.
has volcanism on it.
Okay.
Are they marked with points of interest or something? So you
Yeah,
can
they're
go?
supposed to. They're supposed to be. Yeah.
Distance to target
Because
41
they're
kilometers.
really, really hard to find if you don't know where to go.
If not, the coordinates for it are like everywhere.
Distance to target
Oh, yeah.
37 kilometers.
It's easy to find. But I mean, it's a moon in our solar system known to have
Distance to
volcanism
target
on it in the
44
game. So I
kilometers.
figured, you know, let's see what they did with our solar system.
What, our galaxy isn't good enough for you?
Distance to target
Nope.
31 kilometers.
Flight assist on.
It's something to do. I mean, it's unique,
Distance
different.
to
You know,
target 28 kilometers.
I did a
Distance to
I
target
came out here in
24
my
kilometers.
exploration ship. Guess what my exploration ship doesn't have on it? Because I've been moving stuff around.
the survey bay.
Yep.
Distance to target 20
Oh, so you're just
kilometers.
here.
Yep. I did a whatever, 16 jumps. What'd it take me? 10, 15 minutes? And this ship,
Distance to
man,
target
it
17
scoops like
kilometers.
crazy.
Man, I have a. If I could donate you, I have an extra SRV. Or 4.
It's no big deal.
Distance to target 14 kilometers.
I'll say if Multi Crew worked, I'd just tell you come over here and scoop for me.
Yeah, that's
Distance to
just
target 10
crazy, isn't it?
kilometers.
You get to see a different planet than what you're normally used to anyway, and you're over there with that, and you're
Distance
still
to
over there
target
with
7
them.
kilometers. Distance to target 4
I'm just checking all these ones out close to the bubble and seeing what they all have. The one I'm at now has yttrium as its primary, and I don't use yttrium for anything.
Left heading
But it's at
313.
high level, so it's good
Distance
for
to target
trading
1
around.
kilometer.
Eh,
Turn
I need more
right heading
selenium than
101.
anything.
Distance to target 1
So
kilometer.
you know, all's I we chew through that shit.
Turn right heading 113. Distance to target 3 kilometers. Turn right heading 130. Distance to target 5 kilometers. Turn right heading 140.
That and I've got a bunch of a million worlds with water worlds that I've just, you know, jumped into going to these places.
Turn right heading 218. Distance to target 386 meters.
They're supposed to be building up Cardiff for tomorrow, so I figured why not go scan them real quick.
Turn right heading 320. Distance to target 2 kilometers.
Bro, I'm telling you, do not do this SRV crap and
VR.
Turn right heading
oh my god,
003.
no.
Don't like
Distance
it.
to target 4
Fucking
kilometers.
terrible.
Motion sickness.
It's freaking nauseating. Oh my god.
Oh jeez. Can't you take it off and switch to non-VR pretty easy?
Yeah, just log out and then log back in.
Turn right heading 022. Distance to target 4 kilometers.
3D just makes it ridiculous, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm honestly afraid of in
4
VR?
kilometers.
Bouncing an Imperial fighter off of something.
Oh yeah, I bet that would get you going a little bit too.
Distance to target 4 kilometers.
Oh, you spin like one of those freaking, whatchamacallits, fidget spinner things when somebody gets going really, really fast? That's kind of what
Turn
I
left
feel
heading
like.
293. Distance to target 11 meters. Turn left
No,
heading
you're at
198.
33,
Distance to target 2 kilometers.
106. No, it should be 30, 36 minus 105. I think you missed the minus out.
Some of those things when they go in the waypoint thing, like, you know, the first name, brain trees, second one, planet 7A, hip, and organic structures is just a category. So you've got the first latitude 34.169, longitude minus 105.1043, and planetary radius is
Turn right heading
597.
090. Distance to target 1,289
If you plug that in
kilometers.
to Edison, and then you make sure that you highlight
right
it,
heading
there's like
090. Distance to
a
target
sideways triangle in the first
1,289
column to
kilometers.
the left of where it says brain trees. That tells you that's highlighted. And when
Turn
you
right
bring up
heading
the
090.
main
Distance to target
window
1,289
for Edison,
kilometers.
it'll say brain trees and then 7A and hip, and they'll say the latitude and longitude
Turn right
for the
heading
one that you
090.
want. If you're
Distance
highlighted
to target
and double click the first one
1,289 kilometers.
in the waypoints manager. That's how you switch back and forth.
Turn right heading 090.
You have to click it,
Distance to target
and then
1,289
it
kilometers.
selects that as your new waypoint.
Turn right heading 091. Distance to target 1,287
So
kilometers.
on like the main window where it says destination, just make sure that it's got
Turn
the
right
correct
heading
latitude and
091.
longitude for the
Distance
site
to
that you're
target
trying to find.
1,290 kilometers. Turn right heading 092. Distance to target 1,276 kilometers.
See, and sometimes it screws up because right now
Distance
I just
to
told
target
it to start navigation and it told me
1,245
it's
kilometers.
1,276 kilometers away. I don't believe it's that far.
Distance to
No,
target
sometimes this thing
1,201
screws up,
kilometers.
so, I'm going to turn off navigation. I'm going to go up into orbital.
Turn left heading
zone,
092.
You know, above
Distance to target
the drop,
1,119
like above 2
kilometers.
kilometers or whatever it is. Just you get into the orbital cruise section, and then I'm going to turn
Distance
it
to target
on and see what it tells me.
951 kilometers. Turn left heading 081. Distance to target 621 kilometers. Clear to descent. Turn left heading 353. Maintain angle 34 for descent. Distance to target 975 kilometers. Turn left heading 306. Distance to target 1678 kilometers. Turn left heading 301. Distance to target 1674 kilometers. Distance to target 1616
Never
kilometers.
actually gone around and looked at the galaxy map. It doesn't end. Jesus Christ.
Oh yeah, it's huge.
Distance to target
everywhere.
1517 kilometers.
Cold sack. This is insane.
Turn left heading 298. Distance to target 1319 kilometers.
Want to put me in your wing?
Distance to target 1170 kilometers.
No, I know. The other two guys winged back up.
Yeah, I'm just sort of... Oh yeah, I can see you there.
Distance to target 1085 kilometers.
Alright, coming down into orbital zone.
Distance to target 998 kilometers. Distance to target 864 kilometers.
Turn left.
Clear to descent. Maintain angle 33 for descent. Distance to target 566 kilometers.
Yeah, something's up with
Turn
those
right heading
distances. That can't be
043.
right, but
Distance to target 283 kilometers.
it's weird because it dropped me right on the target, pretty much on the first
Turn
one.
right heading 053. Distance to target 450 kilometers.
What?
Turn right heading 053. Distance to target 448 kilometers. Turn right heading 053. Distance to target 447 kilometers.
What the hell's the name of that Z place we kept going to? Zabul?
Yes, Z-ball.
Distance to target
Ball.
858 kilometers.
Getting close. Down to 700. These little ones are a lot of trouble sometimes because
Distance to target 591 kilometers.
you're constantly turning.
Turn
to
right
stay
heading
on course.
054. Distance to target 447 kilometers.
Frameshift drive charging.
Turn right heading
I'm
054.
being cheeky, really. I'm just going to wait
Distance to
until you
target
get a lock on the
448
destination. I'm going to
kilometers.
drop on your signal.
Yeah,
56
I'm
kilometers.
Turn
closing
right
in
heading
on it
054. Distance to target 448 kilometers. Turn right heading 058. Distance to target 453 kilometers. Turn right heading 071. Distance to target 484 kilometers.
I've noticed on some of these when I was doing them, if they were a really fast moving
Distance to
planet,
target 188 kilometers.
it's really hard to stay on target. Because the planet is moving under you while you're
Distance to
trying to
target
circle it.
153
Turn left heading
kilometers.
076. Distance to target 555 kilometers.
Orbital flight
Turn
engaged.
left heading 067. Distance to target 558 kilometers. Turn left heading
I
057.
love this feature.
Distance to target
When I
608
got close
kilometers.
to where it was, it told me, okay, now you can enter glide. Descend.
Turn left heading 046. Distance to target 658 kilometers.
Well, I'm about 30 kilometers
Turn left
behind
heading
you.
041. Distance to target 688 kilometers. Turn left heading 037. Distance to target 702 kilometers. Turn left heading 035. Distance to target 708 kilometers. Turn
It looks like this one's inside another resource gathering circle. Sometimes you have great big ones that are just general areas that are really good for gathering materials, and then you have these little points of interest inside them.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Yeah, when I dropped down before with Rekt, there were 2 or 3, weren't there? Did you see those, Rekt? They were all overlapping, weren't they? Those blue circles.
Oh yeah.
It's dark out there.
Oh yeah. Terribly dark. I can hear the trees. That's how I know we're there. 600 meters. Steer 106.
691 meters.
I got to turn this voice down. It's too loud. He talks to you.
Not very much now. It's 11:15.
4 meters.
Oh, we got to be right on top of this thing. 250.
Yeah, you're right above them. I can see them in my headlights now.
Okay.
Right heading to
Yeah, right above them.
Distance to target 107 meters.
Try and find a landing
Orbital
spot.
flight engaged.
Not always easy. But you hear the noise as you get real close. That's crazy.
Yeah.
This is one of those things that I think the art department and the creative team did a good job with. This is kind of cool.
Yeah, I think we take a lot of it for granted sometimes. You know, you look back at some of the old videos when the game sort of first got released, and you know, it was a lot more basic, wasn't it? Well, hugely more basic. There wasn't even ships or NPC type ships plying their trade between planets, were they? None of that took place.
Oh yeah, I know. It was very basic before.
Yeah, it's come such a long way.
And has a long way to go, but I just think they're distracted right now. It's kind of annoying because I want it to succeed and I want it to get better, but I don't have a lot of hope anymore because they're so distracted with other things.
Yeah, I think they risk becoming just a games generator, you know. So I think Elite's probably always going to be sort of Braben's baby because it's been around so long, but you know, they've got to make money as a company, haven't they? And I don't know how many people buy. Well, there must be a lot of people buy ship kits and paint jobs and weapon colours and all that type of stuff, because most people you fly with have got their own customised ships these days. But that can only last so long, I guess, can't it? I don't know how much revenue that generates, but it's difficult to know which way they could take it, isn't it? Because
yeah,
you know, people were saying things like, "Oh, we need space legs. We need space legs." But
this game's not about space legs.
No, I don't want space legs. I just don't. I just think
If I want space legs, I could play Star Citizen as the stage that it's at. They have space legs. You could play No Man's Sky. They have space legs. This game's about flying a spaceship for me. In
Yeah,
a
I'm
galaxy
the
that seems realistic.
I can see people who've got VR. Oh, someone's attacking me.
Attacking me?
Oh, it's got its wrecked. He just can't resist it.
Ah. So wrecked. That was the trick.
Throw him out of the group.
That was the trick. Turn navigation off. Go up into orbital cruise and just beyond. Turn navigation on and then follow it. Because from the surface of the planet, it didn't make any sense.
Landing gear deployed.
I kind of look at things like that Commander creator that everybody was hyped about when they demonstrated it, and realistically, I should think the vast majority of people then went in and spent the first couple of weeks fiddling about with different hairstyles and different shaped lips and pretending to be the most ugly person in the world, all that type of stuff, and then nobody changes their avatars, and it sort of sits there, doesn't it?
I spent 2 minutes, and it's as close as it's ever going to get.
Yeah, yeah, and I think with space legs, for me, I think if you're playing in virtual reality, I can perhaps see it'd be nice to kind of get up and walk around your ship.
That would be nice.
But then what would you do after you'd walked around your Anaconda 10 times? Then what? I don't know.
Right.
It's the next step on, isn't it? It'd be exciting to do it a few times and different ships, but then and I think for me to get out of my ship, walk to a station somewhere, get beaten up by the SDC because they're sitting there griefing everybody who comes through the door.
Yes.
And then
it'd be nice to get out and go in stations and do things, though.
Yeah, but what would you do? What would you do realistically? You go and sort of go to a console and say, right, I want to get my I want to change the colour of my ship now to lime green, or I want to get a different ship, or buy something, or
it's basically the same stuff we're doing now.
Yeah. I think for me, if it's an option, great, but I don't particularly want to have to get out the ship at every place I stop and then go and find a terminal and sell 8 fish.
And that's what's going to happen. It's going to be another thing to make every transaction and every goal take more time.
Yeah,
that's my fear.
That would be my fear. Yeah.
I mean, this game to me is just a more fun 3D version of EV Nova without the story.
Yeah, I think that's where a lot of people struggle a little bit with the game, in that most modern games now, they're not sandboxes, and you kind of complete a number of tasks, then you fight an end of level boss, and then you complete another lot, and you complete the next level boss until you beat the super boss, and then you've completed the game. And with Elite, there isn't that, is there? There's no. You don't sit down and somebody say, right, what's the aim of what I'm trying to do?
Yeah, I would really love a story, though. This game is seriously missing anything to really drive you other than your own desire to fly spaceships.
Did you see? I guess it was. Who was it? Was it? I think it was Obsidian Ant talking about the story and how it's all text-based and behind the scenes and not really all that accessible or obvious. And he's right. The story is in the Galnet, but it's not something that you react to every day.
Yeah, and who goes and looks at the Galnet and sees what's going on? When is the Thargoid or whatever else going to become such a crisis that players are forced to react to it? No, forced to react to it. As in, the option to not react is taken away.
Yes, as if they've been fairly careful, haven't they, in avoiding kind of the larger player factions, for example. So what if it attacked Earth, or Mars Orbital, or the Hutton Truckers space, or who's the other big ones, Ghost Legion, or the Wolves of Jonai? It gets close to those areas, but they never seem to quite get in there, do they?
Mm-hmm.
And I can see why, because they'd probably get a huge tirade of stuff coming in from people who've worked really hard on their background simulation, and then it's all ripped apart. So I can kind of see that, but it's a separate. It's like you say, it's a separate game within the game, isn't it? The Thargoids are.
Yeah.
And they're completely ignorable, and I have the absolute option to not ever do anything that involves them.
Yeah.
You know, if you could build a ship that was good in combat that you could use in the Hazres, sort of in the conflict zone, and sort of for Thargoids, where it was, you know, you could probably kind of do a general ship and then still use it to do trade or your exploration or whatever, then I'd be okay with them making the Thargoid conflict mandatory. But since you have to have the separate weapons that you have to go and unlock, and those weapons are pretty much useless against human ships, like the AX weapons anyways, the Guardian weapons aren't, but the AX weapons. I think
maybe Thargoids are a poor example, but I mean, even war between human systems, why is that not a thing that truly affects what we do? Obviously it does, because I couldn't get the meta alloys yesterday.
That was the BGS. Somebody was intentionally trying to lock the system down.
Exactly. So that's players affecting players. But
yes.
Where's... I guess, yeah. That affects players. They might not be fighting players, but it still affects players.
Right.
I think, personally, the biggest change they could do for me is to sort out the networking, because, you know, tonight there's 6 of us flying around, and you have to get somebody down on the planet and then drop out of the wing, and then bring somebody else into the wing and bring them down the planet, then drop out the wing, and
it wasn't flawless. When Nikki dropped out, she could still see our wing.
Yeah. And I know they've used the peer-to-peer, which is probably a cheap. Well, it's a web method of avoiding this.
Oh, I got a phone call from my daughter. I'll be back.
Yeah. I just think they could, if they could just improve it, so they could get, I don't know, 20 players on the same location easily.
Imagine going into a conflict zone with 20 players.
Yeah, it'd just be great though, wouldn't it? Because what happens now is, I got a telling off from the Mobius group, because we're in a wing of 4, and somebody else had dropped into that, I think it's a Hazres site, and you know, it's like when you're fighting, there's ships everywhere, there's debris everywhere, there's dropped cargo and all that stuff going on.
Yeah.
And I attacked an Anaconda, and somebody was already fighting them and said that I'd stolen their kill. This is a long time ago now. And I just said to them, I said, well, I never saw you. Now, what, you know, if you could have a wing of 10 or something like that, that probably wouldn't happen, because you don't usually get more than a couple of wings, full wings, in a Hazres or a combat zone. But as it is at the moment, you have to kind of work around it a little bit all the time for me.
Yeah.
And so tonight was a matter of course. You couldn't see my wing beacon, but my wing beacon was on. Turn it off, turn it on again. Can't see it. You go into the contacts panel. There it is. You select it, then you can see it. You know, it's that sort of thing that I think will make a big difference. Yeah. Because we could all
part of it, like you said, it's the peer-to-peer server hosting that they're doing. That, I mean, yeah, it's way cheaper on their end, but it gives you a much lower quality server too.
And
who hosts the server? Am I hosting right now, or well, obviously not right now, but is Amendit hosting the LNMH server?
I don't know. How
you know how does that work?
Yeah.
The more people you put on the same server, on a peer-to-peer server, the more you need out of their computer before you start having serious problems.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I mean, I'm running on a 250 meg broadband on fiber.
That's really good internet.
I'm in the UK.
And there's no delay that I've noticed, so that's really good internet.
Yeah, and you know, we were playing fine, weren't we? We'd go in, we'd drop in, we'd kill the Thargoid, and the second it blew up, I dropped the connection. So that's what's that? No, we're not going to blow him up, are we?
I don't understand the problem.
What are you doing? I'm going to come out in my SRV.
All right. I'm gonna go land and then smoke, and then I'm gonna use you guys as my Google, if you don't mind, real quick, to figure out where to go get these mats for the next level of FSD.
Yeah, okay.
Is that the portion where you're my Google? Oh, I'm sure it'll take me some time to farm for it. I'm just gonna ask you about it. You give me the answer, and then I go do the work.
I don't know where to get everything. It's just, yeah. But no, I know off the top of my head what I need for FSD increased range because I use it so much.
I can go look at Anara. That's not a problem. I just wasn't sure if Anara would. Oh yeah, didn't know you could look it up like that on Anara for materials.
Yeah. Engineer, you go under engineers and you look at what you're actually getting ready to do, and it'll give you the materials list of what you need.
Nice.
Just like you want to do increase FSD range, you look up a Felicity Forest here, and she'll give you the list of what she does, and then you go look under FSD, increased range, and then it'll give you the list of grade 1 through 5, what you need for each grade, and then down below that gives you the secondaries for if you're going to create, you want mass manager, so you'll need whatever you need to mass manager.
Out of curiosity, you can make. I noticed this when I was doing it, and I think that I did it right. But you can make the grade 1 over and over and over again, and it steadily improves upon itself up to a certain point.
You use grade 1 until the grade 1's done, and then you get a grade 2.
So you just have to keep doing it until it completes. So it's not you do it once and it's done. Gotcha. I just noticed that weird circle that as I was making it, it only increased so much, you know? But I completed grade 1. I need to do grade 2. Need to figure out a way to get super gangster with voice attack and like integrate it with the Nara so that I can ask it questions and it tells me the answer.
How do you get on top of his ship then? Because my thrusters stop working when I get close.
You probably jumped like well in advance and fell on him, didn't you? Uh-huh.
Oh, you jumped on a ship. Yeah, that's normal.
Yeah, when I get close up, it says module not functional, increased distance from ship.
Cargo scoop.
So I can't jump.
Cargo scoop deployed. Cargo scoop retracted.
So you gotta get all the boosts you need right before you get to that point.
Yep, here goes.
Back again. Can't get rid of me.
We tried.
Did it go right over the top?
Alright, so I need a buttload of chemical processors.
Oh, yeah?
And then the rest of what I need is literally just arsenic, and then I need to make a bunch of wake scans.
So did you
Dav's
go
Hope.
to Dav's Hope yet, or did you not?
That's the place I need to go.
Chemical processors are a very low level, either 1 or 2, and you get tons of them at Dav's Hope.
Perfect.
Alright, I'll take you out there as soon as I'm done with this real quick. Let me finish it up and I'll take you out there.
Like I said, I'm going back to Zabal right now, landing, selling cartography.
Oh, don't sell cartography in Zabal.
You're right. I need to sell it to Felicity so I can get up to 5th.
There you go.
I'm already at 3 1/4, 3 1/2 with her.
Well, let me know when you're done with that and I'll drag you out to Dev's Hope.
So Steve and Rekt, they're not harvesting the brain trees. They're jumping their SRVs all over our ships.
Yeah, that's what they do.
They told me.
It's more fun than picking up materials.
They're like, we're jumping on Amanda's ship. I'm like, this is not abnormal.
That's a normal thing. I knew when they didn't relog into solo that this was what was going to ensue.
It's having fun. Nothing wrong with that.
Chassis integrity compromised.
Oh, I blew up.
Hey, I lifted a guy one time on my Cobra like 9.5 kilometers before he fell off. Do you know when he was 1 kilometer off the ground, he turned sideways and fired his thrusters? He lived. Yeah, that's not a big deal. 500's doable.
500 is not 9K though. That's a huge difference.
It was pretty hilarious. That was a SRVs to space. It was an event that the broadcast guys did. The first month I was playing the game, so I took my Cobra out there and I lifted a couple guys up. We didn't get to space, but we won the contest. I think it was fun.
Landing gear retracted.
Right, I'm going back to the brain trees now. Stow your weapons. Oh, here we go.
Warning, thermal attack, gaining heat. Flight assist on. Taking damage.
That was a good landing.
Flight assist off. Flight assist on. Diagnostic rebirth sequence initiated.
Power plant capacity exceeded. Repair sequence successful.
Thrusters online.
You sure you don't need a little push from Python?
He's down to 43% hull.
Well, just think of it as a fast way back to Khaleesi.
Flight assist off.
That was close.
Flight assist on. Flight assist off. Flight assist on. Flight assist off. Hull integrity critical. Canopy critical. Flight assist on. Flight assist off. Flight assist off. Flight assist on.
Got to be really careful fighting on the deck in the dark.
Flight assist off.
You can't see, can you?
Really easy to crash into the...
Flight assist on.
That probably did it. That was some good crashing right there.
Flight assist
That's something you guys could do, Amanda.
What's that?
PvP go fighting with a flight ceiling of a planet.
That would be a good event.
We're under 3K at the moment, aren't we? Well, I am anyway, yeah.
Am I crazy, or is it also your thrusters don't work as good on a planet? Like your left-right thrusters?
You're definitely fighting gravity so that they feel less effective, yeah.
Okay, that's what I thought. I just wasn't sure if I was actually saying or if I was making it up.
I mean, that'd be like almost like flying gigantic fighter jets.
Ow!
Did you get disconnected then, Rekt?
Yeah, I think that's what happened.
Yes, blooming internet connection must have just dropped. Yeah.
No, I know the explanation. He combat logged.
Oh, that's it. Combat log. Yeah, make a note.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
That's funny.
Well, I'm okay. Well, I'm at 30% hull.
I did not creep up on you. I came right at your face and you didn't dodge.
I got a couple of shots off, but I couldn't damage those shields.
We were playing chicken and no one was. All right. Anybody? I'm waiting on dodging. You moving to another location, or are you going off doing engineering?
Yeah, I'm gonna go off and do engineering. Thanks, though.
Okay.
That was an interesting experience.
And
now
great
I know
way to get raw materials.
Oh yeah,
And
I got decent.
There are a different type. It's called volcanism. They're vents from planets that grow crystals and things that you can also do the same thing with and get raw materials. And there's 6 or 7 that we know of within a jump or 2 of Khaleesi.
I guess I'm going to your orbit later. So
go do that, and then we're still searching. There's 3 or 4 more planets in Khaleesi that have it that we know of. We just haven't found them because they're so tiny.
Well, if I can find these brain trees again, I'm gonna drop down here for the night now because it's gone 11 now.
Here, you want me to
Yeah, if you
navigate
could,
down to 'em?
that would be great if you could. I've put my weapons away.
Oh, I'm not worried. If you blow me up, I get to go back to Scalisi.
Well, I won't kill it. I'm in a diamond back with 2 pulse lasers. Oh, and a advanced plasma accelerator. I forgot to mention that. Yeah, if you could guide me down, that'd be great. I'll leave my ship here tonight, then harvest it next time I'm logged on.
My Diamondback that I use for combat has an advanced plasma accelerator or a frag cannon. I can't remember.
Yeah, they're good for. I like frag cannons in combat.
All right, I gotta go steer 28.
Turn left heading 028. Distance to target 41 kilometers.
Sorry, Rekt, I didn't mean to kill you. I just meant to get you down to sort of 1%. I just saw it went from something like 5%. I think I landed a plasma shot on you. It went from 5% to 0, and I thought, oh, that's not what I really wanted. But
Wow, Rekt, you went 1,000 light years in a couple seconds. Alright, I got my bookmarks for all 4 of the sites I'll end up visiting here.
I'm about 15k behind you, so not that far.
What? If you have the parts, you can modify your module without going back to Felicity?
If you pin it, yeah.
That's friggin' awesome. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Neat.
Just can't do any experimentals.
Yeah.
But you do that when you do your level 1 roll, and then as you get the more materials, you roll it up at a remote engineer.
Oh, that's cool.
Yes, it is.
All right, I'll be back soon, gentlemen.
Those blue engines look nice.
I like the blue.
Yeah, it does look nice.
I made this ship for my exploration ship because I like to take pictures of it. I took an asp out on my second account for my second or third trip out. That was my upgrade from the Cobra I took on my first trip. And the asp, it is impossible to take a screenshot that makes the asp look good. It's just butt ugly in screenshots.
Yeah.
That's Basilisk or Cyclops Scouts. Hey, you want to go Thargo hunting? There's your guy.
Winnie.
Just logged on. That's a Medusa.
It's far too dark on this planet.
It is way too dark for this mess.
But you don't have him as a friend? Winnie 1974, I think is what you name it. Yeah.
There they are, right at my headlights. That's a fairly impressive app, isn't it? I mean, I just I just navigated straight here, following his directions, and there they are.
Oh yeah, got them. Yeah, cool.
Could never do that with coordinates and doing it manually. Not possible.
I don't seem to have a problem with it.
To come right out
pretty
of the
impressive,
dark,
isn't it?
come right out of the dark, and there it is.
Yeah.
Boom, you're there without ever having to worry about looking at the numbers going up or down. Do I need this one? Do I need to turn to change this? Nothing. Just go.
Now, is that Edison you're using?
Yes.
Yeah, I've tried it before. It's a long time ago now, and it didn't work very well for me. But it's perhaps been refined a bit more. Because you have to sort of say this is where your altimeter is, and this is where the coordinates you're at. It takes like screenshots, doesn't it? And uses those.
Not anymore. That's all gone. That's all gone.
Okay.
You can now read all the information directly from the journal.
Ah, right. I must try it again then.
And the Waypoint Manager is fantastic because you don't have to ever have been somewhere to put a waypoint in. You can just type in all the data, and when you get to that planet and you get into orbital cruise, you say start navigation, and it takes you there. It's incredible.
I must download that again. So I did try it, and it used to take a screenshot and then read and then take another one and read it. And I didn't get on very well with it. But.
That's because the game did not record that kind of information into the logs on a regular basis. But when you did the screenshot, it knew what section of the screenshot to look at on the HUD, and it used OCR, I guess, and took that information and put it in. But now all that information's in your log. Well, it's the journal. When they switched to the journal, it really made a difference for some of these third-party apps being able to access information.
Yeah, that's really good. That I'm definitely going to download that and give that a go.
Yeah, it was sweet. I didn't expect it to be quite this good, but
well, I just followed you for about 50 kilometers down in the complete darkness, and then you said, "Oh, there it is." I could see your headlights. I could see the brain trees in your headlights.
I never had to turn. I never had to go. Am I going in the right direction? All I had to do was I should slow down because I'm getting close to the ground. That was it. And there they popped up. There they are.
Really good.
And like I say, you know, when I first started using it, I thought, okay, I have to find the place first manually, and then I can say, make this a waypoint. Nope. You can sit in a station with the Waypoint Manager open and a Canon spreadsheet or a website that lists sites you're interested in and type in the information, and maybe the only thing you'll need to put in when you get to the location is you may have to scan the planet to get the radius of the planet if you don't already have it in your system map.
Okay.
And you would only get that from a detailed scan. But you don't have to have a detailed surface scanner. You just have to scan the planet.
Yeah.
And then you get it from your system map, plug it in, and then it knows how to navigate. It's freaking cool.
Oh,
but
I must do that. Yeah.
This is planetary point of interest and bookmarking capability. You know,
yeah, that should be in game, shouldn't it? Really?
Yes, we've always said that should be a native part of the game, but they haven't done it, and here it is.
I have so much difficulty sometimes, you know, getting down to where I want to be. You have to find something for the first time, and then once you've found it, like the Guardian ruins, they appear then in your contact your navigation panel. But things like this, I can now I'll download it and I'll bookmark this location. Then
I just posted an image in general chat. Up until last month, that's how I found things on planets. Right there, that picture.
Oh, right, yeah.
It's the most straightforward, simplest way to navigate when you're on a planet without all kinds of extra nonsense. I just open that picture with my web browser on my second screen, and I look at my, you know, latitude and longitude, and I look at that, and I go, okay, steer 90, or you know, steer 45 until either latitude or longitude reaches the number I want. When, if its latitude reaches the number I want, then steer 90 until longitude reaches the number I want, and I'm there. It's dead not simple, but you're constantly comparing and looking back and steering, and it's much harder, more stressful than using it.
Yeah. I got to the point where I'd sort of get right above the coordinates and then just drop vertically down to the planet.
Yeah.
And you take damage on your hull doing that, because obviously you drop straight through Super Cruise and straight through Glide as well. But that used to get me somewhere near, and then it's a case of just flying slowly over the planet to get to the location. But that was quite impressive. That finding those brain trees again, that was quite impressive. I'm going to go and find it and install it, I think.
I cannot remember which control I bound for zoom in and out my sensors. I just can't figure it out. I have no idea. I got all new controls this week.
Right, I'm going to sign off. It's getting late here. It's nearly half 11. So,
all right, Steve.
Thanks for tonight. It's been good tonight. So I'll catch you guys next time.
I'll talk later.
Okay, cheers all.
And I'm only just logging in.
Nothing personal.
Dodge, whenever you want to go out to, I don't know if he's still here, but if he is, whenever you want to go out to deficit, let me know. I will be pirating.
Hello.
Flight assist on.
Or doing BGS, depends on if the system is still in war or not.
Oh, we're doing no work on the BGS.
I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about your LNMH systems. I'm talking about the system I'm pirating in. The controlling factions with a faction that actually has law, and I don't like that.
Flight assist on.
I want to keep it anarchy because I like ripping off low temperature diamonds. So if I have to do some transactional crap to keep the other faction out, I will.
Flight assist off. Flight assist on.
I would, but as Steve X says, it's late here. I'm just on for half an hour. Just going to do a couple of little bits of engineering and I'm done.
Flight assist on.
It's been a long day, so I thought I'd just have half hour before I go to bed.
Frame shift drive charging.
Just long enough to relax.
Pretty much. Well, relax playing this game.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I'll probably go to bed stressed to hell. I've had quite a stressful day. I ended up with water damage in his house, in his utility room, because a plumber that fitted his new bath, one of the pipes to the tap wasn't fitted properly, so it's been leaking probably for about the last 2 or 3 weeks, and we finally noticed it today. And it came through the roof plaster and we're leaking through.
Oh no!
So yeah, one after another today it's been. So the leak's fixed, but he now needs to look at sorting out and repairing the actual damage. So he says he's going to sort it. So fair enough. But should have done it right in the first place, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, unfortunately, I'd like to say stuff like that's unusual, but really the correct thing to say here is welcome to home ownership.
Yeah. Thing is,
it is.
It is. I mean, things we don't just add all the downstairs and the landing and the utility room, kitchen, everything. Only a couple of months ago, all newly painted and everything.
That sucks, and now it's damaged.
Yeah, we're hoping the plasterboard will dry out and it'll be fine. It'll just need a lick of paint. If not, then he's sorting out plasterboarding and getting somebody in to decorate it. Because I ain't doing it.
Frameshift drive charging.
So we're leaving because I mean we just had plastering done in bathroom today and all new tiles put in, and then we found that so to rip bath panel off after water were coming through. It was youngest Elliot, so it says utility room floor's wet. It's like what? And they says you've got a drip. Oh bollocks! Straight upstairs, and so it weren't just a small drip. It's proper dripping, and it looks like it has been for a while. But it's come back and at least the leak's fixed, so it's a couple of days to see how it dries and then give him a shout and he'll come out and sort out the rest. Well, it's fucking better. Left me rather grumpy today, it did.
Yeah, good reason to be grumpy, though.
Yeah.
Flight assist off.
All right, that's 2 more keys bound. Excellent.
Flight assist on.
You are clear for automated approach, Commander.
Scan detected.
Reports of heavy traffic. Approach at a safe speed, Commander.
Landing gear deployed.
I am headed to the pencil sector, pick up a couple of SRVs.
Got tired of watching, did you?
They're all gone.
Oh.
Actually, you know what? I'm going to head back and work on those missions that I took. No, I did really well. I killed 2 SRVs. I helped Steve send Rekt back to the Thargoid hunting grounds quickly. I didn't get tired of watching. That was fun.
Now it's time for me to go get some low temperature diamonds, at least until what's his name's ready. Esther Dodge. I remember all the names now.
There are a few.
Anyway. Yeah, whenever Dodge is ready, I'll take him out to Dabs. And if anybody wants to go to Europe after that, I'll do that.
Incoming message.
Now I'm going back to Zabal. I got a couple of 35 million credit missions. I'm going to just fill up.
Oh, you got that stuff to do. Okay.
Landing gear retracted.
You only learn how to fight basilisks before you go messing with the other stuff. Medusas don't play, man. Basilisks are hard enough. It's a major step up from Cyclops to Basilisk. As I said, I suggest you start learning on Basilisk before you try to do a 7.
4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Oh, instant death. Okay. You ain't soloing a Hydra, dude. Ain't happening. No. Got a Hydra, it ain't.
Hydra has been soloed.
What?
The Hydra has been soloed. There's 3 videos on YouTube.
That was no damn Sidewinder.
Well, not in a Sidewinder.
Probably with a cutter or a Type 10 or something like that.
I think one was a crate actually as well.
Roger that. Initiating SLF deployment.
Wouldn't surprise me.
There's 3 or 4 videos with solo Hydras.
Systems online. Ready for action.
That's probably one hell of a fight, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, there weren't much left of the shits when they'd done.
Target shields online. Warning, shield breach attack. Under attack. Taking damage. Target destroyed.
Got it. I'm on the way back, Commander. Retrieval complete. Ship is locked down.
Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Not only.
Alright, Grizz. I'm back finally. Sorry. Real life beckons every once in a while, you know? So, where am I going?
Oh, wait. Oh, you want to go to the episode now?
I can just go there. I mean, you don't have to go there with me. But that's where you go to get it.
To get what? Your chemicals?
Chemical. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Give me a couple minutes. Let me finish this. I'm ripping a Type 6 off right now.
All right, I'm gonna look up what system it's in.
Look in flight school under engineering. Pull up the pinned post, and it's almost at the bottom of the pinned post.
Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Yeah, you have to be on the Vanguard or the what's the other one called? No, there's two ships that jump around, two mega ships that plonk themselves every week, every Thursday after the server maintenance in new systems, and they do offer missions to kill Cyclops.
Look up where
it just says Interceptor, but the mission payout is garbage.
if you want to find them, look up. You said you dealt with AXI. Look up where their mega ships are, because it's theirs.
Yeah. Really? It's which one? That doesn't sound like it.
Make sure it's AXI's. Yeah, Xeno Initiative. They're the ones that have the Xeno missions. They have their own mega ships.
Are you sure they belong to AXI? I thought they were just ships that Elite put in there and not part. AXI was formed after these two mega ships were produced.
I know AXI has their own mega ships.
No, these don't belong to AXI, but it's the Acropolis and the Vanguard. The Vanguard is currently in CD 62234. Spaces. The Acropolis is in Myanmar. They're the two flight operations mega carriers. So it's Acropolis and Vanguard. Oh, the mission payouts. The mission payout is crap because when you jump in, you're aligned to the factions of the systems that you're in there. So you might start doing anti-Xeno missions, so that you might get one for, say, Killer Thargoid Interceptor, which is basically just a Cyclops. So you get 2 million for the Cyclops, but when you turn the mission in, it's only worth like anything between 500 and 750,000 because you're not even cordial with the systems. And obviously, when the ship then jumps, you're then building your faction rank up again because it's aligned with the local system. But ridiculously enough, if you want delivery missions, you can get very small delivery missions that pay anything between 25 and 50 million. It's ridiculous. But yet killing a Thargoid pays fuck all. Back to like Yamik says on mission board, risk and reward.
Copy that. Establishing telepresence. Fighter is ready to go, Commander.
Flight assist on. Target shields offline. Flight assist off. Flight assist
Commander.
on.
Hull is down to 50%. Fire is down, Commander.
Fighter assembly initiated. Target shields online. Target shields offline. Target shields online. Target shields offline. Under attack. Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Okay, Commander. Releasing the fighter.
breach attack. Under attack. Taking damage. Target destroyed.
Fighter hull is at 50%. I'm taking too much damage, Commander. Fighter is destroyed. Took too much damage, Commander.
Fighter assembly initiated.
No.
Frameshift drive charging.
Pirates Federation bounties don't affect local systems.
2, 1. Engage.
In fact, the Pilots Federation bounties, I have yet to find any system where they're actually even present. Look, because them and Pirate Federation local branch is two different things. Alright, quick 3 million done. Okay, Dav's Hope.
Copy that. Establishing telepresence.
Flight assist off.
Link established. Awaiting instructions.
Flight assist on.
Dodge it.
Yes, sir.
You want to pop out of solo and do LNMH checks in your wing and like that?
I should really do that. I forgot I was in solo. Yeah.
We're ready to head out there now.
Well, I am there, sir.
You're in Dav's Hope?
I am at the planet looking for Dav's Hope.
I have a beacon, so I can get you there if you don't find it before I get there.
Word.
Hull integrity depleted. Suffered catastrophic damage. Fighter's been destroyed.
Flight assist on. Fighter assembly initiated. Flight assist on. Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
I'm in LNMH.
Okay. Doke. And what wing invites it? Won't take me long to get there. It's only 3 jumps.
You heard it, son. What are the blue things that appear on your radar? They're like blue circles when you're near the surface.
That's because those are points of interest. They could be just high resource gathering. It could be a unauthorized mining base. It could be a pirate base. It could be an authorized base. If it's a teeny tiny little circle, it's probably something like volcanism or the brain trees.
Well, it has now encompassed almost my entire circle. Therefore, I must get closer and take a look.
You know, it's funny. I've never had random points of interest just show up. Either in a nav panel or they're not there at all. Ever.
These don't show up in the nav panel at all.
Yeah, it was a blue circle on my radar.
That's right. And they're a different color circle on your radar. They show up somewhere around 20 kilometers above the surface, and they're visible until you're at around 2 kilometers above the surface.
Yeah, even with the brain trees, it didn't have that.
The brain trees, you have to zoom your sensors way out to see it, and it's a teeny little dot. What we do is dodging. We fly over the planet at 10 kilometers, say, zoom our radar all the way out, and we look for those circles. And
oh, I see a super tiny one and a big one.
The super tiny one is something special.
What are the big ones normally?
Big ones are normal ones. They're just a rich resource gathering area. So whatever resources are available on that planet, you'll have more mineable rocks. And sometimes there'll be mining bases. Sometimes there'll be other things there. But usually the base is there because it's a rich area to gather resources.
Nice.
But the super tiny one, that's something special.
I'm gonna check out this tiny one. I wish they stayed on your radar when you got lower, though.
You just have to get right above it, and then
and then go down,
and zoom your radar back in, and it'll grow a bit. And you zoom your radar back in, and then you're right above it. And
thank you.
Retrieval complete. Ship is locked down.
Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Yeah, I'm getting ready to go to the store. I just want to find out what Dodge and found before I go.
I am right over it, and I'm about to head straight down and see what it is.
You don't find those very often because they're really small.
Well, I'm about dead center over it, and I'm heading straight down now, so we'll see.
If you zoom your sensors back in, it'll grow.
Yeah, that's what I did. I zoomed my sensors in all the way.
Yeah, and then you got just land in there and see what's there.
Yeah, it's funny because my radar, every time I go over a planet, goes completely blank and there's nothing.
Plotting route back to the ship. Stand by.
Not flying with the eyes closed, are you?
What?
Are
No.
you flying?
It doesn't matter. My radar goes blank every time I go over a planet, unless there's like a ship. That'll show up. That's it. I don't ever get points of interest in the radar.